What's good, y'all? It's True and we back with another podcast, you feel me? The realest shit ever, you feel me? The most official podcast there is. But we're gonna get straight into it, you feel me? Straight down to what I wanna talk about today. Today I wanna talk about how there's so many forms of like being in love with somebody, bro. Like, it's actually like being in love with somebody, like fully, and then there's like infatuation, being obsessed, crushing, you feel me? All these different types of like ways of like showing love to people, you feel me? Even sometimes people that love you, they'll show they love to you in a form that may look like hate. So it's like, I want to give y'all an example of how I went through my life lessons of basically finding out the different versions. And we gonna call girl number one. We're gonna call her we're gonna call her my crush, because it literally was just that. Like, I had liked this person, but it literally was just like a small way of liking them, for real. Like, basically I just liked this person more than everybody else that I knew at that point, you feel me? But the lesson behind her was like, you can lose love with other people trying to love me, you feel me? Basically, like, that was like her lesson to me, was like, you can lose love from other people trying to love me. But I was cool with that, you feel me? But mind you though, in this time and when they saying this, it's not registering to me like, okay, the potential loss that I might take could be greater than what I gain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could lose more than what I gained from the situation. But I didn't see it then. I only seen it as like, oh, you just my crush. You know what I mean? Girl number two. This would be the idea of like genuinely like falling in love, you feel me? Girl number two is that. She taught me that if you don't cherish the love that you got, and you try to risk that love for which you're missing, you'll lose everything. So, girl number two taught me a powerful lesson. So that would be like the intention of actually like falling in love. You feel me? That's what you would think was falling in love. Girl number three was obsession. I wasn't obsessed, but she was, in a sense. But it taught me that be careful how you treat people that really love you, because that will determine a lot of things on how you receive love in the future, or if you even get it at all. Girl number four, infatuation. Infatuation. She was a hard one. She was a hard one. Because it's infatuation will leave you in an awe about this person. Like you thought you was in love before. You thought, like, you know, everything was great before. Like, everybody else, you know, was pretty good before. You feel me? Until you run into infatuation. This infatuation is going to teach you that you could be ready. You could be ready to settle down. You can be ready for everything in the world. You can be ready to treat this person right. You can, everything can be perfect about this person or y'all situation, the way that y'all hang out and everything. But 9 times out of 10, an infatuation is just something that's surface level. An infatuation never really gets too deep, and that's where the lesson comes into play, because you be so interested and so in awe by this person that it makes you, you know, do all these things. It makes you have a different character, whatever the case may be. It changes you in a sense. You feel me? But sometimes the hardest part about having an infatuation is you never really get them how you want them. But they teach you the craziest lessons. They rip off band-aids about yourself. A lot of things. I had an infatuation. And she told me just that. I thought that I wasn't it. I thought I wasn't, like, you feel me? I thought I didn't really. I liked her for what I saw, but I didn't like her for her yet. You know what I mean? But by us just slowly talking and becoming closer and closer, she slowly, like, wrapped me up. And that's when I really became infatuated with her, like, pursuing her on a level that I never really pursued another woman. Dangerously. Blindlessly. Boldly. A lot about this type of relationship that I had with this woman was like, it was like playing 21 questions without knowing if you're going to get an answer. Somehow, somewhere along the lines, you always end up finding one. And it might not make sense right now, what I'm trying to tell you. But it's only because I can't tell y'all too much detail to try to explain the situations for y'all to try to get the lesson. You just gotta take the lesson for what it is. Because if I do that, she probably be listening to my videos, so I can't really say too much. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe I will. Maybe I will right now. Fuck it. I was reading something earlier, and in a sense, it did make me think about the girl that represents infatuation for me. then I realized I was just like, it's a power in being around and not being around. But in the time that you do it in. The way that you do it in. Fuck it, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit more about how I know that she's the girl that plays for that. Like, alright. So, in the beginning, it wasn't supposed to be nothing. Like, I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to conversate. None of that. Like, I didn't want to even get to know you. I didn't want to know your zodiac sign, how old you was, your favorite colors, none of that stuff. I didn't care. But I was like, I had some other shit that was going on. So when I was in the gym with my homeboy and he told me the shit, I was like, oh. So I'm not tripping for what I was already thinking. So that's when I was like, alright, bet. So I was like, I made the choice to approach you. But it wasn't on no, like, alright, this is what we gonna do. Ooh, like, this how I'm feeling. None of that. I was just testing the waters, you feel me? Seeing what was in the air, seeing what you was gonna do. And I seen what was capable. And I also seen what you probably wanted to happen. For real. But I'm not like a rebound type of nigga, baby. I'm a point guard for real. Like, when I was hooping coming up, I was point guard. You can go watch the footage of me in 8th grade hooping. You feel me? It's up there on the YouTube. So, there's no cap there. But I'm just a natural leader. Like, I'm not the type, like, to sit back and let somebody plan something for me, for real. Like, if you do that, it's a surprise. Like a complete surprise to me, because I did not expect you to do that shit, you feel me? Then I probably didn't even ask for that shit, for real. But, yeah, that situation just got, like, into a whole whirlpool, like, deep whirlpool, you feel me? Like, just... But it's like this. The infatuation, like, it was such a beautiful experience. Like, I talk about it like it was a life lesson to be learned, and I need to move on. But it was a beautiful experience. You feel me? It was a gorgeous experience for me. Like, I loved it. I loved how this person made me, like, feel. Like, I'm not saying people make you feel away, but people do make you feel away in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, internally. So, like, motherfucker made me feel great. Boy, like, I ain't need no sleep or nothing. It was like I took some drugs or something without actually having to take the drugs. And I was just like, wow, like, I ain't never felt like this before, you feel me? Like, and even when we wasn't, like, talking or nothing, it was like, we didn't even need to. You feel me? It was just like, well, when I see you, like, it's gonna be like, we gonna catch up, everything's gonna be great. You feel me? So, I just loved every bit of it. And everything about the person that I was engaging with was, like, they were such a great person. You know what I mean? And when I feel like when two great people meet in life, it's like no choice but things to be like beautiful, you feel me, and like peaceful, and for things to grow. But I feel like when certain people have boundaries on them, they can't do certain things, and they can't, like, you can't grow the relationship to a certain extent if people have certain restraints on them, which I understand. So that's why the infatuation had to end. You feel me? Like, there's certain things that people can't be doing. But relationships can be, like, so platonic. Like, I used to be like, I don't really care for that. Like, for that type of shit. You feel me? Then I started to really, like, want that shit. I was like, alright, I want a wife for real. Because I used to want a wife, then I got my feelings hurt. Then I was just like, I'm cool. Like, you couldn't pay me to get in a relationship if you wanted to. But then I seen somebody get married, bruh, and I was just like, I seen the person that, the girl that I know married, and I was just like, bro, like, that's supposed to be like me. Not saying like I was supposed to marry her, but I was just like, I'm supposed to get married, like, and it's not about being married, it's about being committed. Like, I'm, like, alright, boom. I read that you're never supposed to be 100% committed to something. But that doesn't mean that I can't be committed to you in some shape or way and form. Like, it's basically telling you to have boundaries with your commitment. Like, don't ever put nobody before yourself type shit. Be committed to yourself. But I'm supposed to get married, doggy. Like, oh, God. So when I realized that, I was just like, I started to take myself serious, because I was like, shit, I gotta be the type somebody want to marry. Like, I could get down and propose, but you gotta say yes. You still gotta say yes, like. And once I started thinking about it like that, I was just like, damn, like, that shit humble a nigga real fast, for real. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, because you could think you the shit all you want, but like, to somebody, you regular, like, on God. And I used to think about that to somebody else, like, when I was looking at somebody else's situation before. I was just like, bruh, like, damn, motherfuckers look at so-and-so like they regular for real. And I was just like, damn, like, I don't want my girl to look at me like I'm regular. Like I'm just a placeholder. Because I ain't gonna lie, girls do not want to be alone. And they never been alone for real. So, like, I never expect no emotional-ass creature. Like, not saying, like, y'all as creatures, but, like, you feel me? I never expect something that's really emotional to do great by themselves 24/7, like, their whole life, no. So, like, some of y'all just be placeholders in people's lives, bro. Oh, God, like, you're not even nowhere close to what somebody want for real, but y'all together because you all that person know for real. Or you the best option that they probably got at that moment. Oh, God, because I done been in situations like that where, like, somebody was only dating me because I was the best option at that moment. And that shit sound fucked up. But I don't care. Like, I don't care. I understand the game. Like, that shit do not hurt my feelings. Like, go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Do you? I'm not mad at you. Because at the end of the day, like, things happen in life, but I can never be mad. Like stuff gonna happen, bro. And as long as I'm me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not tripping on nothing. I got plenty of time to become a better person, but I just want to make sure that I get married. Somebody want to spend the rest of their life with a kid, You feel me? I feel like that's an accomplishment right there. Like, I got you to want to spend the rest of your life with me. And actually want to, you feel me? Like, people be saying they do, but that should be cap. That should be for the moment, shorty. Like, I'm not with that. Like, do you actually mean what you say? Do you actually want to be my bae? Do you actually want to stay down and get the pay? Like, oh God. I'm at a point where I just care about simplicity. I've been saying this for like the last year straight. Since I went to Alabama and Florida and shit. Like, I just made that mental note that, like, I knew for a fact, like, that's how I seen myself. Even if it was, like, 2 wives. Like, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes when I be picturing myself, I be seeing, like, 1 or 2. I don't need more than that, but just, like, 1 or 2. But I seen myself with 2 before, I ain't gonna lie. Like, two beautiful, gorgeous women, like, smart women, like, but I feel like it just takes a real good leader to be able to do that. Like, somebody that's gonna make you feel secure in your spot. Like, a general. Like, you gotta be a general for real to be able to stand on business like that and organize that shit to where she understands her importance in this relationship and she understands her importance in this relationship, and they understand that neither one of them is above the other. Like, what? I had this shit sound like some politics in this bitch. They think I was the president. Cause I'm gonna really break it down for you in a way that's gonna make it make sense. Like, that's all it is. If you can make your female understand what your plans is, what your goals is, and as long as she confident and respect you, and she wanna see you happy, she gonna follow that plan. Cause it's like, she gonna understand she only gotta follow through and basically just do the job description that you just gave her. And 9 times out of 10, these females I'm not gonna say they don't really got no plan, but they don't really got, like, no long-term plan, like, where they see themselves when they 60, 50 years old and shit. They just know what they look like when they rich auntie. That's all they think about. Everybody wanna be rich auntie. Or an independent, bossed-up woman with a kid and shit. Excuse me. A lot of these women already been impregnated once or twice. You feel me? And I'm not speaking for everybody. You feel me? It's like, if the shoe fit, it fit. If it don't, it don't. I'm just saying, like, what are the things that I see and where I'm from. I'm just communicating my opinion. You feel me? But it's just like a lot of these women already been impregnated. You feel me? So it's like, you already showed me that you've been misled before. So that means you're not even capable of picking a good leader. I don't want a woman like that. I understand mistakes happen. But I feel like a girl is gonna already know. A girl/woman is already gonna know at a certain age, you feel me? You gonna know what type of person you gonna end up being. And I know because I knew. And I see a lot of these other people, they know too. They know too.